is now in session.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or the PCBC for short. I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. This is Season 2, Episode 34 of this wonderful podcast here on Instagram Live on this beautiful March 3rd, 2025. On today's episode, we begin we do recapping of the 7 games that occurred over this past weekend. There were 1 game on Friday and 6 games that occurred on Saturday. And then I'll look at the 6 remaining games that I did not get to. There was 1 game in the quarterfinals of the CIAA men's basketball tournament, and then also the 2 semifinal games, and of course the CIAA men's basketball championship game, which was on Saturday, March 1st, in Baltimore, Maryland. And then we'll also be taking a look at the standings for both the PSAC and the MEC, the Mountain East Conference, as their their tournament begins on Wednesday, March 5th, 2 days away from now. Then looking at the playoff format for that playoff tournament as well, along with the PSAC men's tournament, which begins tonight. This is the first of 3 episodes for this week. Today is episode 34. Wednesday will be episode 35, right before the PSAC quarterfinals. Friday will be episode 36, doing recapping of the quarterfinals, and then the preview of, also doing a recap of the Mountain East tournament in terms of the quarterfinal. The first round are 2 games on Wednesday, and then might be able to get to 2 games of recapping, probably only 1 on Friday for the quarterfinals of the Mountain East Conference tournament. So that's where we're at for the time being, and then I'll get more further information as the week rolls on. So with that being said, let's take a look at the Atlantic region rankings, if they are up to date, which I don't know if they are. I highly doubt that. I would not be surprised if they're not changed. I would guess I will probably not know until Wednesday for the rankings for the region, for the Atlantic region. I highly doubt that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, no changes yet. All right, so let's look at the standings. We're going to start with the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. We'll start with the PSAC first. Let's see. Okay, and then we'll get to the Mountain East Conference, and then we will discuss the final athletes of the week for the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. This is the last one for the 2024-25 season. So here we go. Starting in the East, in first place with the number 1 seed, they finished 18-3 in conference play, 23-5 overall this year. Enter this tournament on a 4-game winning streak. They are the number 1 overall seed in the PSAC tournament is the Westchester Golden Rams. Second place is East Stroudsburg. They finished 15-6 in conference play, 21-7 overall this year, and enter this tournament on a 1-game losing streak. In third place is Shepherd. They finished 14-7 in conference play, 18-10 overall this year. Entered this tournament on a 2-game winning streak. Fourth place is Millersville. They finished 13-8 in conference play, 17-11 overall, entering this tournament on a 2-game losing streak. Fifth place is Lock Haven, entering this tournament 12-9 in conference play, 15-12 overall this year, and won their last 2 games. Sixth place is Shippensburg, finished the regular season 7-14 in conference play, 10-18 overall, and entering this tournament on a 1-game winning streak. Seventh place, out the bottom 3 teams that missed the PSAC tournament from the East. In 7th place was Mansfield. They tied with Bloomsburg in terms of conference play, but Mansfield owned the tiebreaker. The Mountaineers finished 5-16 in conference play, 8-19 overall this year, lost their last 4 games. 8th place is Bloomsburg. The Huskies finished 5-16 in conference play, 6-22 overall this year on a 3-game and lost their last 3 games. And dead last in PSAC East was the Kutztown Golden Bears. They finished 4-17 in conference play, 8-20 in the regular season, and lost their last 2 games. To the West, first place in the West by 5 games was the Gannon Golden Knights. They finished 17-3 in conference play, 22-6 overall in regular season play, and they entered this tournament on a 6-game winning streak. Second place, they finished 12-8 in conference play, 17-11 overall in regular season play, and enter this tournament on a one-game winning streak is the California Vulcans. Third place is Edinburgh. The Fighting Scots finished 11-9 in conference play, 15-12 overall in regular season play, and they enter this tournament on a two-game losing streak. Fourth place is Slippery Rock. Even though Edinburgh and Slippery Rock both were 11-9, Edinburgh owed the tiebreaker, and that's why they had 3 seed. Slippery Rock, the 4 seed at 11, finished 11-9 in conference play, 15-13 overall in regular season play, and entered this tournament on a 4-game winning streak. Fifth place is IUP. They finished 8-12 in conference play, 13-15 overall, and enter this tournament on a 1-game losing streak. Sixth place is Seton Hill. They finished 8-12 in conference play, 15-13 overall, and enter this tournament on a 1-game losing streak. Seventh place is Clarion, so they moved up 1 spot with their win against IUP on Friday. 7-13 overall in conference play, 12-14 in regular season overall in regular season play. Entered and finished the season on a 1-game winning streak, which means for the second year in a row, the Pitt Johnstown Mountain Cats finished dead last in the PSAC West. They finished 7-13 in conference play, 11-16 overall and finished the season on a 4-game losing streak. So that is it for the PSAC in terms of the regular season. So we are done with that. Now let's look at the Mountain East Conference and how their tournament's going to work. First place was West Liberty, the number 1 seed. Finished 18-2 in conference play, 25-3 overall, and entered this tournament on a 13-game winning streak. They did not play till Friday. Also, the top 6 seeds do not play till Friday. Oh, you're okay, but you're fine. Top 6 seeds from this tournament do not play until Friday. The 7 through 10 seeds will play on Wednesday. I'll explain here in just a moment. The 2 seed is Fairmont State. They were 17-3 in conference play, 24-4 overall. Enter this tournament on a 4-game winning streak. Third place is University of Charleston. They finished 14-6 in conference play, 18-9 overall, and entered this tournament on a 7-game winning streak. Fourth place is Concord. They finished 13-7 in conference play, 16-10 overall, and entered this tournament on a 3-game losing streak. Fifth place was West Virginia State. The Yellow Jackets finished 11-9 in conference play, 15-12 overall, and entered this tournament on a 1-game losing streak. Sixth place is Glenville State. The Pioneers were 10-10 in conference play, 16-12 overall, and entered this tournament on a 1-game winning streak. Seventh place is Frostburg State. They were 8-12 in conference play, 12-16 overall, and entered this tournament on a 2-game losing streak. Eighth place is Davis and Elkins. They were 7-13 in conference play, 11-17 overall, on entering this tournament on a 2-game winning streak. Ninth place is Wheeling. They were 6-14 in conference play, 11-17 overall, and entered this tournament on a 1-game losing streak. And the last team to make it from the Mountain East Conference was Point Park. They were 4-16 in conference play, 10-18 overall, and entered this tournament on a 10-game losing streak. And in 11th place, last in the Mountain East Conference, and I feel like it's like this 4th or 5th year that they've missed the Mountain East Conference tournament, was the West Virginia Wesleyan Bobcats. They finished 2-18 in conference play, 5-22 overall, and lost their last 8 games. So the seeding-wise for the playoffs, first round begins on Wednesday at 6 p.m., the first matchup. The Mountain East Conference tournament being held at the West Bank Arena, home in Wheeling, West Virginia. First round matchup starts at 6. The 7 seed Frostburg State, 12-16, taking on the 10 seed Point Park. At 8:30, the 9 seed Wheeling will 11-17, taking on 8 seeded Davis and Elkins Senators, who are also 11-17. On Friday March 7th is the quarterfinals. At noon, the 2 seed Fairmont State, 24-4, will play the winner of Frostburg State and Point Park. 2:30, the 3 seed Charleston, 18-9, will take on Glenville State, who finished 16-12. At 6, the top seed in this tournament, West Liberty, who was 25-3, will face the winner of Davis and Elkins and Wheeling. So the winner of the 8-9 matchup. And then at 8:30, the 4th seed Concord will take on the 5 seed in West Virginia State. So that's the overall idea of the Mountain East tournament. let me get to... So I want to have this ready for... Because we won't get to the games on Wednesday, which is fine. So they most likely won't be until Friday, so we start doing the recapping of the games for the Mountain East Tournament on Friday. Let me see if I can pull it up. Should be able to. Okay, schedule. Here we go. If it'll load. I need to go all the way down to March. In the meantime, we're going to do the PSAC Athletes of the Week. This was the final selection for the PSAC West for the PSAC Athletes of the Week. So let's talk about it here in just a second. So the PSAC awards for Athlete of the Year in both conferences, the Athletes of the Year, Defensive Players of the Year, and Freshmen of the Year will be announced pretty soon. I would bet it's going to be later this week. I would bet Friday. We'll know by Friday. I mean, worst case scenario, I can just add it in for the net following episode. But we'll see who wins these awards. And then they'll also do first and second team honors for the PSAC in both the East and the West. So the PSAC East Athlete of the Week was Anthony McCall from Westchester. He had an excellent week, including a career and team-high 30 points in a win against Kutztown on Saturday, which helped Westchester match its single-season win record at 23-5, heading into the PSAC tournament this week. McCall started his week against Millersville, leading the team in rebounds with 10 while chipping in 9 points, just shy of a double-double. He also came away with 2 steals, 2 assists, and a block in a dramatic 75-70 win over Millersville, which gave the Golden Rams their first outright PSAC East regular season title since 2006. On Saturday, McCall was on fire again as he scored 30 points, shooting 12 of 15 from the floor, which included 6 of 6 at the line in 27 minutes for a 17-point win over Kutztown. His impressive effort helped Westchester build in a lead that would never be relinquished, en route to a program record-matching 23rd win this season. The Defensive Player of the Week from the East was Chase Parr. He averaged 16 points, 11.5 rebounds in a 2-0 week for Shepherd. He averaged 16 points. He got 16 points and 13 boards over Shippensburg on last Wednesday. And on Saturday, he had 16 points and 10 boards against Millersville. The PSAC West Athlete of the Week went to Jordan Buchanan, the freshman from California. Buchanan averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 2 steals per game, as California finished second in the PSAC West for the second straight year. He shot 52.2% from the floor and 50% from three-point range while playing 34 minutes per game. Buchanan scored career-high 24 points, shooting 8 of 14 from the floor, adding 4 rebounds and 4 steals in an 8-point loss against IUP on Wednesday. The Florida native then put in 12 points, shooting 4 of 7 from three-point range, 6 rebounds and 4 assists in a 24-point win against Edinburgh to secure the second seed. And the PSAC West Defensive Player of the Week was Demir Brooks out of IUP. For the week, Brooks tallied 4 steals, 4 blocks, and 17 rebounds as IUP went 1-1, which included an 8-point win against California and a 19-point loss to Clarion. All right, with that being said, let me see if I can pull it up now. So with that being said, before we get started with the PSAC tournament games, with PSAC tournament games and the PSAC regular season to conclude, let us begin. Let me see if it'll actually pull it up. Okay. We got 6 games to recap from the CIAA men's basketball tournament, which was this past weekend. So let's see if I can pull it up here in just a moment. So this would have been 227. We did not get to the quarterfinal matchup between Lincoln and Claflin, and then 2 semifinal games. So we got 5 games to cover for the CIAA men's basketball tournament. So it was the 3-seeded in North Lincoln, PA, taking on the 2-seeded in South in Claflin in the second of 2 quarterfinal games at the CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. In the first half, Claflin outscored Lincoln, PA 29-27. In the second half, Lincoln, PA outscored Claflin 29-24. Lincoln won this game 56-53. The top scorer for Lincoln, PA, for the Lincoln Lions was Peter Sorber. In 36 minutes, recorded a double-double, shooting 7 of 13 from the floor and 1 of 2 from three-point range. 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block for 15 points. 12 of those 13 rebounds were defensive rebounds. Ethan Garita in 36 minutes was 5 of 11 from the floor and 4 of 7 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 1 assist for 14 points. Baker Cleveland in 36 minutes was 5 of 10 from the floor and 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds for 13 points. In the first half, Lincoln, PA, they shot 39.3% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and 42.9% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 48% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Overall, the Lions of Lincoln, Pennsylvania shot 23 of 53 from the floor at 43.4%, 4 of 15 from three-point range at 26.7%, and 6 of 12 from the free throw line at 50%. So for Claflin, they actually did not have a double-digit score. So that's the second time in a week we've had no player score double-digit points. So the two highest scoring players were Jalen Williams and Michael Schuler, who both recorded 9 points. Williams, as a starter in 17 minutes, was 2 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 9 points. Schuler, off the bench in 19 minutes, was 3 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 4 rebounds for a total of 9 points. They did have 3 players with 6 points and 2 players with 4 points. In the first half, Claflin shot 33.3% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 0% from the free throw line as they took 0 free throw attempts. In the second half, they shot 27.6% from the floor, 27.6% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Panthers of Claflin shot 19 of 62 from the floor at 30.6%, 9 of 35 from three-point range at 25.7%, and 6 of 7 from the free throw line at 85.7%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Jalen Williams. That is it for the quarterfinals of the CIAA men's basketball tournament. We now transition to these 2 semifinals matchups. The first one was a 2 o'clock game between Lincoln, PA, and Virginia State. So the 3 seed in the North versus the top seed from the Northern Division. So Lincoln, PA, again, we can talk about them back to back. In the first half, Virginia State outscored Lincoln, PA 29-21. In the second half, Virginia State outscored Lincoln, PA 37-36. Virginia State, the Trojans, winning 66-57 over the Lions, for Virginia State to advance to the CIAA men's basketball championship game, which we'll talk about here shortly after our second semifinal game. The top scorer in this game was Baker Cleveland. He recorded a double-double for the Lincoln Lions. In 36 minutes, he was 6 of 18 from the floor, 1 of 6 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals for 17 points. Peter Sorber in 35 minutes was 6 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks for 15 points. In the first half, Lincoln shot 24.1% from the floor, 0% from three-point range, going 0 of 7 from beyond the arc, and 63.6% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 41.2% from the floor, 23.5% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Lions of Lincoln, Pennsylvania shot 21 of 63 from the floor at 33.3%, 4 of 24 from three-point range at 16.7%, and 11 of 17 from the free throw line at 64.7%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Chase Jackson. For Virginia State, their top scorer was Jacob Cooper, who in 34 minutes was 5 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 17 points. Clint Wright Jr. and Jared White both recorded 14 points. Wright Jr., as a starter in 28 minutes, was 4 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, and a total of 14 points. White, off the bench in 26 minutes, was 5 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 14 points. In the first half, Virginia State shot 41.9% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, 0% from the free throw line as they took 0 free throw attempts. In the second half, they shot 36% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Trojans of Virginia State University shot 22 of 56 from the floor at 39.3%, 6 of 17 from three-point range at 35.3%, and 16 of 18 from the free throw line at 88.9%, with one technical foul being assessed to Kendall Bynum. The second of the two semifinal games took us to the 2 seed in the North, Bluefield State, and the top seed in the South in Fayetteville State, which was the 8 o'clock game from Friday. In the first half, Bluefield State outscored Fayetteville State 32-28. In the second half, Bluefield State outscored Fayetteville State 39-37. Big Blue advancing to the championship game to take on Virginia State, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Big Blue winning over the Broncos 71-65. The top scorer for Bluefield State was Shannon Carter, who in 34 minutes was 7 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 1 steal for 17 points. Jordan Hins, one of 2 players for the Big Blue that recorded a double-double. Hins in 35 minutes was 7 of 12 from the floor and 0 of 2 from three-point range, 10 rebounds, 2 assists for 14 points. Terrell Williams in 38 minutes was 4 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals for 13 points. In the first half, Bluefield State shot 50% from the floor, 0% from three-point range, going 0 of 3, and 75% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 44.1% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, Big Blue of Bluefield State shot 28 of 60 from the floor at 46.7%, 1 of 7 from three-point range at 14.3%, and 14 of 19 from the free throw line at 73.7%. For Fayetteville State, their top scorer was Caleb Simmons, who recorded a double-double in 37 minutes, going 5 of 15 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 14 points. Miles Pierre was the top scorer. So Caleb Simmons was the second highest scoring player. Miles Pierre was the top scorer for the Broncos. In 29 minutes off the bench, he was 6 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal for 17 points. Caleb Simmons had 14 points. Ezekiel Kennedy in 37 minutes was 4 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 11 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 steals for 13 points. And Terrell Fletcher in 37 minutes was 4 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, Fayetteville State shot 22.2% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 37.8% from the floor, 30.8% from three-point range, 62.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Broncos of Fayetteville State shot 22 of 73 from the floor at 30.1%, 9 of 28 from three-point range at 32.1%, and 12 of 18 from the free throw line at 66.7%. And the final game from the CIAA men's basketball tournament was March 1st, 4 p.m. start. It was the top 2 seeds in the North, Bluefield State and Virginia State. In the first half, Virginia State outscored Bluefield State 36-35. In the second half, Virginia State outscored Bluefield State 35-29. For the Trojans to win their first CIAA men's basketball tournament since 2019, beating the Big Blue 71-64. The top scorer for Bluefield State was Terrell Williams, who in 35 minutes, he was 7 of 16 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals for 16 points. Larry Howell, off the bench in 23 minutes, was 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, and 1 block for 15 points. Shannon Carter, in 38 minutes, was 6 of 13 from the floor, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks for 14 points. Jordan Hins in 34 minutes was 5 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal for 12 points. In the first half, Bluefield State shot 38.2% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, 87.5% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 34.2% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. In overall, Big Blue of Bluefield State shot 26 of 72 from the floor at 36.1%, 3 of 18 from three-point range at 16.7%, and 9 of 10 from the free throw line at 90%. The top scorer for Virginia State was Jacob Cooper in 36 minutes. He was 6 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals for 16 points. Jared White off the bench in 28 minutes. He was 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Yes, it is, Sibo. It's a huge game tonight, and I'm very excited I'm going to be there. We'll definitely be cheering you guys on tonight. So 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals for 11 points. That was Jared White. In the first half, Virginia State shot 40.6% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 41.2% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 41.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Trojans of Virginia State finished 27 of 66 from the floor at 40.9%, 5 of 17 from three-point range at 29.4%, and 12 of 24 from the free throw line at 50%. Looking to see if they have the MVP of the CIAA men's basketball tournament. I don't see anything for it, but if I find it, I will explain, and I will talk about it when we get to our other tournaments. Now let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference's final 7 games of the regular season. Unfortunately, it's got to start off with a bum, which was Clarion against IUP, game that I actually was in attendance for. Also, shout out to my girlfriend for going 2-0 wearing the Clarion Golden Eagles hoodie that she bought last year. I know, it's bad luck for us. Hopefully she doesn't wear a slipper out hoodie tonight because I already told her no. But anyways, in the first half, Clarion outscored IUP 41-24. In the second half, Clarion outscored IUP 45-43. Final score was 86-67 in favor of Clarion. They finished the season 12-14. Or I guess we really can't do that. I don't really care. But they finished the season 12-14 and 7-13 in conference play. IUP finished regular season 15-13 and 8-12 in conference play. We had 6. Okay, yeah, Mansfield and Shippensburg. Yeah, we'll do that one next. But anyways, the top scorer for IUP was Tyler Grove, who in 32 minutes was 5 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 14 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for 17 points. Christian Moore in 36 minutes was 5 of 18 from the floor, 3 of 12 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and for a total of 15 points. Kamani Marrero in 37 minutes was 4 of 16 from the floor, 0 of 6 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal for 12 points. And Demir Brooks off the bench also was the PSAC West Defensive Player of the Week. In 27 minutes was 4 of 4 from the floor and 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 4 steals for 11 points. The remaining players. Sarp Fortune in 26 minutes was 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 4 rebounds and 1 block for 8 points. Callum McNamara got the start for the Crimson Hawks again. In 5 minutes, he was 0 of 1 from the floor. He did have 2 rebounds and 1 assist for 0 points, but did not have any points. The remaining bench players, Ian Herring in 27 minutes was 1 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 3 rebounds and 1 steal for 2 points. Luke Triggs in 8 minutes off the bench. I guess he's already off the bench. 8 minutes, 1 of 2 from the floor, 2 rebounds, and total of 2 points. Alfonso Pickens Jr. in 2 minutes, he did have an assist, with 1 personal foul and 0 points. In the first half, IEP shot 27.6% from the floor, 17.7% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. The second half was a little bit better in shooting. They were 38.5% from the floor, 30.4% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of IEP shot 23 of 68 from the floor at 33.8%, 10 of 40 from three-point range at 25%, and 11 of 14 from the free throw line at 78.6%. The top scorer for Clarion was Jeremy Thomas II, who in 21 minutes was 9 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and 1 steal for 18 points. Cam Kearney in 35 minutes was 6 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for 17 points, and 1 steal for 17 points. Could this possibly be his last game with the Golden Eagles? We said that last year, and he returned. I bet he is probably going to transfer to a Division I school for his last year of eligibility, but we shall wait and see. Josiah Dow off the bench in 22 minutes was 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 12 points. Justice Caesar in 27 minutes was 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist for 10 points. Trey Nelson was very close to a double-double, had 10 assists and 9 points with 3 steals. In the first half, Clarion shot 55.2% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 54.6% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of Penn West Clarion shot 34 of 62 from the floor at 54.8%, 10 of 26 from three-point range at 38.5%, and 8 of 11 from the free throw line at 72.7%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Josiah Dow. For the Saturday games, we're going to go by least important to the most important games. So let's start off with the least important of the games from Saturday, which was, in my opinion, Mansfield and Shippensburg. Shippensburg had already clinched the 6th seed, so they had nothing to play for. In the first half, Mansfield outscored Shippensburg 31-24. In the second half, Shippensburg outscored Mansfield 51-28. Shippensburg winning 75-59. Shippensburg finished 10-18 and 7-14 in conference play. Mansfield finished 8-20 and 5-16 in conference play. The top scorer for Mansfield was Nasir Brown in 19 minutes off the bench. He was 5 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 16 points. Owen Chambers in 24 minutes was 4 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point range, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 12 points. And Leighton Freed in 32 minutes was 4 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 10 points. In the first half, Mansfield shot 31.4% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 31% from the floor, 36.4% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountaineers of Commonwealth University at Mansfield shot 20 of 64 from the floor at 31.3%, 10 of 27 from three-point range at 37%, and 9 of 13 from the free throw line at 69.2%. The top scorer for Shippensburg, their top 2 scorers both had 24 points, Marcus Frank and Timmy Connor. Frank, in 35 minutes, was 10 of 18 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He recorded a double-double with 11 rebounds, 4 assists for 24 points. Timmy Connor, in 32 minutes, was 9 of 18 from the floor, 6 of 11 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for 24 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 27.8% from the floor, 21.4% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 66.7% from the floor, 71.4% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 30 of 66 from the floor at 45.5%, 13 of 28 from three-point range at 46.4%, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line at 50%. Game 2 of 6 from Saturday was Westchester, who already secured the 1 seed, had essentially nothing to play for, taking on Kutztown, who was the worst team in the PSAC East. In the first half, Westchester outscored Kutztown 46-28. Second half, Kutztown outscored Westchester 40-39. Westchester won this game relatively easily, 85-68. Westchester finished on the regular season 23-5 and 18-3 in conference play. Kutztown finished the season 8-20 and a PSAC worst 4-17 in conference play. The top scorer for Westchester was Anthony McCall in 27 minutes, was 12 of 15 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 30 points, being the PSAC East Athlete of the Week. Elijah Allen in 26 minutes, he was 5 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 15 points. Devontae Dennis in 22 minutes was 6 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 2 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and 1 steal for 14 points. In the first half, Westchester shot 51.4% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 46.7% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 81.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 33 of 67 from the floor at 49.3%, 4 of 15 from three-point range at 26.7%, and 15 of 19 from the free throw line at 78.9%. For Kutztown, their top scorer was Amir Cunningham, who in 28 minutes was 7 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 20 points. Jalen Bryan, in 39 minutes, was 3 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 12 points. Josh McCoy and Tyler Koenig and Josh McCoy both recorded 10 points. McCoy, as a starter in 23 minutes, was 4 of 6 from the floor and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Had 2 blocks and 2 steals for 10 points. Koenig, off the bench in 15 minutes, was 4 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, or 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds and 1 block for 10 points. In the first half, Kutztown shot 30.4% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 86.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, it shot 53.6% from the floor, 66.7% from three-point range, 61.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Bears of Kutztown shot 22 of 51 from the floor at 43.1%, 3 of 7 from three-point range at 42.9%, and 21 of 28 from the free throw line at 75%. Next game takes us to Lock Haven and East Stroudsburg. In the first half, Lock Haven outscored East Stroudsburg 39-30. Second half, East Stroudsburg outscored Lock Haven 51-42, requiring overtime. In overtime, Lock Haven outscored East Stroudsburg 13-8, with the Bald Eagles winning 94-89. Bald Eagles finished the regular season 15-12 and 12-9 in conference play. East Stroudsburg finished 21-7 and 15-6 in conference play. The top scorer for Lock Haven was Isaiah Stewart, who in 38 minutes was 8 of 13 from the floor, 5 of 5 from three-point range, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block and 1 steal for 27 points. Eli Washington in 34 minutes was 4 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal for 18 points. Dylan Scott in 34 minutes was 4 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 3 steals for 15 points. And Kevin Coleman in 13 minutes off the bench, or not off the bench, he shot a perfect 5 of 5 from the floor, recorded 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 10 points. In the first half, Lock Haven shot 58.3% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 46.2% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. In overtime, the Bald Eagles shot 4 of 7, or 57.1% from the floor, 0 of 2, or 0% from three-point range, and 5 of 6, or 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bald Eagles of Commonwealth University of Lock Haven shot 30 of 57 from the floor at 52.6%, 13 of 27 from three-point range at 48.1%, and 21 of 29 from the free throw line at 72.4%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Gabe Springer. For East Stroudsburg, their top scorer was Cam Young, who recorded a double-double in 33 minutes, going 6 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 4 steals for 20 points. Lakeem McKaylee off the bench in 26 minutes was 7 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals for 18 points. Evan Morton in 28 minutes was 6 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 6 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal for 15 points. Shamir Wilbanks-Akee off the bench in 17 minutes was 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 35.5% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 58.6% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. In overtime, the Warriors shot 3 of 10 from the floor at 30%, 3 of 10 or 30% from the floor, 2 of 6 or 33.3% from three-point range, and 0 of 0 or 0% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 31 of 70 from the floor at 44.3%, 7 of 28 from three-point range, 25%, and 20 of 25 from the free throw line at 80%, with 2 technical fouls being assessed, one to Lakeem McKaylee and the other one to Cam Young. Now we get to the games that somewhat had meaning in terms of the seedings. And that would be Seton Hill at Gannon. If Seton Hill won this matchup, Seton Hill would have earned the 5 seed, and IUP would have been 6. If Seton Hill lost, IUP would maintain the 5 seed, and Seton Hill would get the 6 seed, taking on the loser of Edinboro in California. So we'll see. We'll have to find out. Let's take a look. In the first half, Seton Hill outscored Gannon 47-38. In the second half, Gannon outscored Seton Hill 54-39. Gannon holding on to a 6-point win, winning 92-86. Gannon finishing 22-6 and 17-3 in conference play. Seton Hill finished 15-13 and 8-12 in conference play. So Seton Hill at this current time, I mean, we already know who they're playing, but for the video purposes, waiting for the final game, which we'll talk about here momentarily. So they would face the loser of Edinboro and California, which we'll talk about here shortly. In which means IUP automatically would have gotten the 5th seed, in which they will face the number 4 seed, SRU, which we'll talk about here momentarily as well. The top scorer for Seton Hill was Ryan Mice, who in 38 minutes was 10 of 15 from the floor, 9 of 14 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 1 assist for 30 points. Eder Ortiz in 28 minutes was 7 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 3 steals for 20 points. Kendrick Curtis in 28 minutes was 4 of 9 from the floor and 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for 14 points. Camden Brewer in 29 minutes was 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 rebound, 3 assists for 10 points. In the first half, Seton Hill shot 54.6% from the floor, 56.3% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 33.3% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, 73.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Griffins of Seton Hill shot 29 of 66 from the floor at 43.9%, 15 of 32 from three-point range at 46.9%, and 13 of 18 from the free throw line at 72.2%. For Gannon, all 5 of their starters each recorded double-digit points. Leading the way was Justin DeBuck, who in 28 minutes was 7 of 14 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal for 21 points. Pace Proser potentially boosted his odds for freshman of the year. In 33 minutes, was 5 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals for 19 points. Ernest Shelton and Tasman Goodrick both recorded 15 points. Shelton in 32 minutes was 4 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 6 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks, and 1 steal for 15 points. Goodrick recorded a double-double in 27 minutes, was 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal for 15 points. And Victor Desmond in 28 minutes was 5 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal for 12 points. In the first half, Gannon shot 34.3% from the floor, 27.3% from three-point range, 91.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, he shot 61.3% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, 84.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 31 of 66 from the floor at 47%, 8 of 22 from three-point range at 36.4%, and 22 of 25 from the free throw line at 88%. But ultimately, we get to the two most important games of the PSAC final weekend. This was the battle for the 3 seed in the PSAC East between Millersville and Shepherd. In the first half, Shepherd outscored Millersville 46-37. Millersville in the second half outscored Shepherd 31-29. Shepherd winning 75-68. So Shepherd earns the 3 seed. With this win, secured the 3 seed in a home matchup with Shippensburg. Millersville losing would gain the 4 seed and would face Lock Haven. The top scorer for Shepherd was Marcus Banks in 36 minutes. He was 6 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for 19 points. Jared Robinson in 36 minutes was 6 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 17 points. And Chase Parr, who was the PSAC East Defensive Player of the Week, in 35 minutes was 7 of 12 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 steal for 16 points. In the first half, Shepherd shot 72% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 37.5% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepherd shot 27 of 49 from the floor at 55.1%, 5 of 14 from three-point range at 35.7%, and 16 of 22 from the free throw line at 72.7%. For Millersville, the top scorer was Jamie Ested, who in 38 minutes was 8 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for 18 points. Siraj Ali in 36 minutes was 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds for 14 points. Amir Hurst in 29 minutes was 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, Millersville shot 53.3% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 37.5% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Marauders of Millersville shot 28 of 62 from the floor at 45.2%, 5 of 17 from three-point range at 29.4%, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line at 77.8%. Which then leads us to the battle for the number 2 seed. Winner gets the 2 seed in the first round bye. The loser at this point would face the number 6 seed, Seton Hill. In the first half, California outscored Edinburgh 39-31. In the second half, California outscored Edinburgh 49-33. Vulcans winning 88-64 over the Fighting Scots. For the second straight year, the Vulcans earned the number 2 seed. The top scorer for Edinburgh was the freshman Evan Berger, who in 38 minutes was 7 of 17 from the floor and 4 of 8 from three-point range, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for 18 points. Ryan Ladkovic off the bench in 26 minutes was 5 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 9 rebounds and 1 steal for 12 points. Dante Wilcott in 25 minutes was 5 of 12 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, Edinburgh shot 37.1% from the floor, 35.7% from three-point range, 0% from the free throw line, taking 0 free throw attempts. In the second half, they shot 41.4% from the floor, 30.8% from three-point range, 100% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinboro shot 25 of 64 from the floor at 39.1%, 9 of 27 from three-point range at 33.3%, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line at 100%. For California, their top scorer was Donald Whitehead Jr., who in 39 minutes was 8 of 19 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal for 20 points. Cam Polak in 34 minutes was 8 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 5 steals for 19 points. Jordan Buchanan and Keanu DeShields both recorded 12 points. Buchanan as a starter, who was the PSAC West Athlete of the Week. In 33 minutes was 4 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for 12 points. DeShields off the bench in 25 minutes was 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, and a total of 12 points. And Caden Hanna in 20 minutes was 5 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, California shot 42.9% from the floor, 38.5% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 55.6% from the floor, 41.7% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Vulcans of Penn West, California shot 35 of 71 from the floor at 49.3%, 10 of 25 from three-point range at 10 of 25 from three-point range at 40%, 8 of 9 from the free throw line at 88.9%. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the regular season. 292 games of recapping in the PSAC. It is officially over, and you might as well add in the other games that I added on. So the West Liberty game from last week, plus the CIAA men's basketball tournament, which was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 304 games roughly I've recapped so far this year, and we still got a ton more to go. Not that many, though, but yeah, a lot of games I've recapped this year. So that is it for the regular season and the CIAA men's basketball tournament. Now we get to the PSAC men's basketball tournament, which begins tonight, here roughly in about 2.5 hours from now. So here's the format for the PSAC men's basketball tournament. The 5 seed IUP traveling to the number 4 seed Slippery Rock here in my hometown, which I'll be there in about 2 hours from now. The 6 seed at 7 o'clock, the 6-seeded Griffins of Seton Hill traveling to take on the 3rd seed seeded Edinboro Fighting Scots. In the East at 7 o'clock, the 6 seed Shippensburg traveling to Shepherdstown, West Virginia to take on the 3rd seeded Rams of Shepherd. At 7:30, the number 5 seed, who was last year's number 1 seed in the East, the Lock Haven Bald Eagles, taking on and traveling to the Pasilla Gymnasium in Millersville, Pennsylvania, to take on the Marauders of Millersville. In the 3rd battle of the Ali brothers, each brother has the 1-1 split, so this will be the overall tiebreaker. And then IUP and SRU meeting for the 3rd time this year in the Battle of US 422. This is the 200th all-time meeting between these two programs, officially. Seton Hill and Edinboro, let's actually take a look at who was the overall matchups. So we'll start with IUP and SRU. SRU won both matchups in the regular season. 75-64 in January, and then a week and a half ago in February, they won 78-71 in Indiana. Seton Hill and Edinboro, let's look at their matchups. Let's take a look. Seton Hill, one there. So this matchup was 1-1. Seton Hill won the first matchup 79-63, same day as IUP and SRU play. Same days. And then the second matchup, it was a 1-point decision between the Griffins and the Fighting Scots in Edinboro, 73-72. In the East, Shippensburg and Shepherd. The preview for this matchup. Let's see. Shepherd was 2-0 in this season series matchup. The first one in Shippensburg, Shepherd won 65-51. The second matchup was not too long ago. Was actually last Wednesday. Shepherd won the matchup 58-46. And then, of course, Lock Haven and Millersville, these two teams split at 1 game apiece. on the third battle of the Ali brothers, Idris versus Siraj. The first matchup, it went in favor of Lock Haven, winning 73-70 on January 25th. And then they recently played on February 22nd. Millersville won that matchup 86-66 over Lock Haven. So that'll be an interesting matchup to look up. These four, the PSAC tournament games, do not include in my season predictions. So overall, 292 games complete. I ended up getting 191 out of 292 games correct, 65.4%. So down by 10% from last year, but then again, I also didn't start until the middle of December, so it was kind of, fair point. But anyways, not too bad in terms of where I was hoping for. I was going to be hopefully around like 60 to 65%, so that's where I ended up going. So not too bad. So my picks and predictions, I guess I might as well do them. Slippery Rock and IEP. I'm going to pick Slippery Rock. I think IEP is just unfortunately too inexperienced for the playoffs, but I would love to see IEP win. And again, the last two times I picked against IEP, they won. So that's why. So anyways, I'm going to pick Slippery Rock to play off against Gannon. Edinburgh and Seton Hill. This is going to be a good game. I feel like this game could come down to the wire. I'm going to go Edinburgh to win the matchup. Shepherd and Shippensburg, I'm going to pick Shepherd. And then Lock Haven and Millersville. I'm going to pick Millersville to win this matchup. It is in Millersville. So it'll be interesting to see there. So let's see. We'll do stats here in a moment. The top two seeds do not play until Wednesday. So the winner of IEP and SRU will travel to Erie at the Highmark Event Center to take on the top seed in Gannon at 7:30 p.m. And then the winner of Edinburgh and Seton Hill will travel down to California and play their matchup on Wednesday at 6 p.m. In the East, the winner of Shippensburg and Shepherd will take on the two seed. The winner of Shippensburg and Shepherd will take on the 2-seed East Stroudsburg at the Kohler Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then the winner of Lock Haven and Millersville will travel to Westchester to take on the Golden Rams at the Hollinger Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that is what we have there. One last thing. So overall, I did that Google Sheets from earlier this year. Can I zoom out of that? Let's see if I can zoom in. I guess we're just going to have to do it like that. Okay, that works. So as you saw, actually I'm going to try to turn this down just a little bit. I've taken lead. Okay, there we go. That's good. So anyways, that was my halfway point for the season. So there you have 9 points and 8 points in the West, 9 points in the East. Unfortunately, the regular season did not go as well. The second half of the season did not go well. So you see, Gannon was the only prediction I got correct in terms of standings. They finished first. Slippery Rock finished fourth, so no points awarded. Again, the green beans I got spot on. Yellow I was within one position. Red I got incorrect. Was two or more positions. So Gannon was the only one I got correct out of the West. Slippery Rock I had second. They finished fourth. Indiana I had them third. They finished fifth. Clarion I had fourth. They finished seventh. Pitt Johnstown I had fifth. They finished dead last. California I had sixth. They finished second. Seton Hill I had seventh, but they actually finished sixth and one position off, so I got a point there. Edinburgh I had dead last. They finished third, so I got no points awarded. So I only had 4 points out of that. To the East, a lot better. Believe it or not, if Millersville would have beaten Shepherd, I would have gotten every pick correct for the regular season standings. Westchester and East Stroudsburg got those two picks correct. They were 1 and 2. Shepherd finished third because of their win against Millersville, so I was one position off on both. Millersville had third. They finished fourth, so 1 point there. Lock Haven, Shippensburg, Mansfield, Bloomsburg, and Kutztown, I had 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th respectively, and that's exactly where they stood. So all 5 of those I got correct. So I got 23 out of 27 possible points from the East. So not too bad. With that being said, though, that is going to conclude today's episode of the PCBC. I will see you guys for the second of 3 episodes for this week, as we will do a recap of tonight's matchups in the PSAC first round and look at a preview of the PSAC quarterfinal matchups and of course, the first round of the Mountain East Conference Tournament in Wheeling, West Virginia. Until then, this is your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Suburban, Pennsylvania, saying so long, and have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you guys for episode 35 on Wednesday.